Hey, so what's up, guys? Captain Morgan here. Now, 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago in Marineford, Akainu, this, who is probably the most hated One Piece character to date, he was chasing after Luffy, or he didn't actually call him Luffy. He just kept on calling him, hey, the son of dragon, I will not let you escape. I will hunt you down to the end of the world and I will destroy you. So, at that point in Luffy's life, he was helpless. He realized that he was too weak. He didn't have what it takes to protect his nakamas, his teammates, or his crewmates. And now Luffy kind of find himself into a similar situation where Pedro had to blow himself up so that the team had a chance to escape. And just Luffy seeing this, it triggered something in him. I'm sure he recalled those moments in Marineford where he was so freaking weak and, waking up on, Amazon Lily, realizing that, hey, my freaking brother is dead because I was too weak. And so this sudden change in Luffy's demeanor, I freaking loved it. Where he's like, okay, I'm the captain. And he realizes that if his crew is gonna escape, he's gonna have to take on Katakuri. And so he freaking did. He attacked Katakuri with the elephant gun, and he actually grabbed Katakuri, which it surprised me, because you don't expect somebody to actually grab Katakuri, being that he can see the future and all. So I was expecting him to dodge. A lot of people wanted to see Katakuri in a one-on-one setup, because they thought he would be like unstoppable. So it was kind of surprising to me that to see that somebody's able to actually grab him just like that, and he wouldn't be able to see it coming. That was quite strange. But anyways, Luffy grabbed him, and I'm like, wait, what? He grabbed Katakuri? And I guess it's easier to grab Katakuri since he's a special Paramecia, not a Logia. Because if it was a Logia, I think he would just, try to tighten his grip and he would just kind of squish Katakuri, and he'd just turn into Moshi Moshi or the Rice, whatever it is. So he grabs him, right? And at first glance, just looking at the page, I'm thinking, okay, he has Katakuri, that's cool. But then I look to the left and I realize that Luffy actually stretched his other arm right into the mirror and grabbed Brule by the neck. Like, holy crap, yo. One arm, he has Katakuri in, and the other hand, he has Brule, which is like, Luffy, oh my, this is what we've been waiting for, man. This is what we've been waiting for. And when the ship, burst off and, or Coop the burst, they're flying away, and he drags Katakuri into the mirror world, and you see Brule, she's all knocked out. Luffy cracks the mirror so that there's no way to escape this, which is crazy. There's no way to get out of this, which just, it just means this is gonna be a one-on-one. Like, the end panel, you see Luffy, you see Katakuri, they're staring at each other. How the hell is this battle gonna play out? How is it gonna play out? Like, personally, I wanted to see Sanji take on Katakuri, but Sanji's not. It's pretty clear Sanji's just not on the level of a Katakuri, but Luffy might be. He went on against Fujitora just a little bit. Fujitora wasn't serious, obviously, but he went up against Fujitora a little bit, and I still think Luffy had a little bit left in the tank to go up against Fujitora. So this being a Yankou commander, arguably the first in command of a Yankou, I think Luffy does have the skills, the capabilities to actually go up against Katakuri, and I think Oda is doing this, having Luffy go up against the first in command of a Yankou, so that we could see just exactly where Luffy is in terms of strength and abilities before he goes to Wano and take on Kaido. And I think Luffy will he might pull it off. We'll have to see what happens, but I would have loved to see Sanji actually face Katakuri, especially after the bean thing, which is kind of crazy. Sanji dodges Katakuri's bean and we want him to face him, but I wanted to, but that's not gonna happen. It looks like Sanji's gonna face Daifuku, which is pretty cool. I don't think it's that much of a downgrade, to be honest with you, because I think if Sanji fought Katakuri, Sanji would have lost. He would have gotten destroyed. Look what Katakuri did, to Ichiji. Like, I mean, Ichiji got one-shotted probably like off screen, man. So, to have Sanji beat Katakuri, that would have been something. But at least Sanji, if he fights Daifuku, I think that is a matchup that a lot of us want to see, and I want to see that. And even though he's baking a cake right now, we probably will see that. So the whole thing between Pedro and Goldie Roger, I actually loved it, and the parallelism that was rooted from it with, you know, with him and Carrot. So when Pedro was young, you know, he wanted to fight with Goldie Roger and Odin, and Roger is telling him that, like, hey, everybody's time is limited, you know, you will have your time to shine, don't worry. And later on we see that Carrot now, she is trying to fight with a sword, and Pedro's giving her some words of encouragement, I mean, like, just keep practicing, you will have your time, don't worry. And again, repeating the same words Roger told him to Carrot, as in, sooner or later, everyone will have their time to shine. And so before Pedro blows himself up, he realizes that his destiny is not to be, you know, out there fighting these crazy battles, chasing after the One Piece. His goal is actually to pave the way to the dawn for of the younger generation. Does that make any sense? Like, his goal is to give a path, you know, is to give way to the younger generation, so that the younger generation will be the ones to see the dawn, okay? His goal is to help the younger generation, which he realizes, and, you know, he blows himself up, and, I was just so, there was a later panel where we see Nami, and she's like, Pedro, and, like, you know, she's about to say Pedro, and I'm like, oh god, don't tell me he's alive, don't tell me he's alive, please no. And it's actually Pedro that stood up. You know, he's missing an arm, and oh my god, I was so excited because early on I think Luffy says, if we don't take this chance to escape, we could never face Pedro again. And when he says we could never face Pedro again, I'm like, wait, don't tell me he's alive. So when we saw Nami saying Pedro, like, and then this figure got up, I'm like, please don't. So I'm just excited that Pedro actually died. I think One Piece needed this character's death. I think Luffy and his character, Luffy's demeanor, he needed this. He needed to see somebody die protecting the people he cares about, so that he remembers that, like, hey, this is who I said I was gonna be. This was the whole point of the 2 years of training, so that I could be stronger, and so that I don't have to be running away from these admirals or anybody again. That's what he says. So I was just so proud of Luffy when he smashed the mirror, saying, it's either me or you, Katakuri, pretty much, in that mirror world. And, you know, just the maturity, the instant maturity, the instant change in his demeanor, I was just so ecstatic just to see it, man. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, well, like, we got to see the sheer strength of Big Mom in this chapter. I mean, the woman is huge, as Trump would say. Like, she's what, like 2/3 the size of the ship? And when I saw her, like, I thought, like, she was standing in the water, because last chapter she got blown into the sea, right? So I saw her taking a bite out of the ship. So I'm like, oh, is Big Mom actually standing on water? But she's actually not. I was thinking that since she has the soul fruit, like, her power is just so immense, so powerful, that she's able to suppress the curse, you know, of the sea, to suppress the will, the spirit of the devil, so to speak, you know. And I would have loved to seen that, because it would kind of like open doors down the line for people who have the devil fruit to be able to suppress the will of the devil and, you know, actually stand in water. But that wasn't actually the case. Yeah, she was just standing on Pedro's candy. But, you know, I'm not mad. I still loved it. You know, Big Mom, she is freaking insane. Now, I don't know what's gonna happen with Big Mom. Luffy's obviously out fighting Katakuri. Big Mom is just to herself right now. I guess she's just gonna be rampaging until Sanji finishes baking the cake. Can't wait to see that. But anyways, guys, I really love this chapter. It's a huge upgrade from the last couple chapters that we've been getting. And so yeah, let me know your thoughts on the chapter below. And if you like what I do here, want to see more, click that subscribe button and join the ascension. I'm Captain Morgan. Thank you guys so much for watching. Later.